I hope everyone can hear me. So it's like as promised, I'm back with live. So if any one of you are here, you can ask me any of your doubts. I hope that would be great. That would be great. Yes, guys. I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, fine. I hope we can start with today's session. So meanwhile, whoever joined, it will be great. Yeah, fine. I hope we can start with today's session. So meanwhile, I can expect more participants. They'll be coming up one by one, so that wouldn't be a problem. So then I'm just checking out the settings whether it's in public mode. Yes, guys. So I hope we can start with today's session. So if you have any doubts of yours, you can start asking me. So before that, I'll just quickly just sum it up few important things whichever you need to know for your interview. So for the people who have been joining live, great, you can ask me your doubts. Or for the people who are watching at the later stage, you can still comment below. I will be glad to help you out with any of your doubts. So as being said that, let's focus on the one of the important areas which you need to focus for your upcoming interview. And so I hope if any one of you are there, just you can just type up below. I'll be glad to clear out all your doubts. So I hope students will be joining one by one, so no issues later. Let's start with today's main focus. So first important tip which I would like to tell is that, guys, be just yourself throughout the interview. Do not lie. Just be how much ever possible, be very much positive. That matters the most. Just give your best shot. Okay, just give your best shot and be yourself. Do not lie for the interview. Now next important thing which I want to tell you guys is that, in specific, whatever you're preparing, when you're presenting it your answers, whenever whatever aspects you're just presenting the answers, make sure that you be very clear when you tell out the concepts. That means be very clear and do not lie. If you just try to bluff, interviews will be very easily they will be able to catch up. Okay, they'll be able to catch up. Okay, that this student is literally lying. So it's very important for you to be honest throughout the interview. At whatever cost come, be very much honest. That matters the most. And because for example, you tell that, I'm good in sports, and if the questions are asked more regarding the sports, if you're not able to answer, then interviews will catch hold that, okay, the student is literally lying. So it's very important, be honest throughout your interview process and do not lie at any stage. That matters the most. See, guys, a very important thing next I want to tell you is that, understand whatever things, just these are the quick tips which you need to keep in your mind for your symbiosis interview. And first I said, be yourself, but do not, at whatever case it is, do not lie. At whatever matters, please do not lie. Just be honest. That matters the most, honesty. Because if you lie, very easily interviewers can catch hold of it. Okay, interviewers can catch hold of it. And the second important point is, understand yourself, guys. That's more important. Okay, understand yourself and understand what are the things happening around you. It could be about the recent important hot events, hot current affairs aspects, whichever do you think is very much important. Please be very much prepared with it. And what all things are happening around you. And for example, recent important hot topics, it could be about the recent labor laws, it could be about any recent controversial issues. It is very important, very, very, very important for you guys to be very well prepared about it. Okay, that's very important. Be very well prepared. Now next about, learn about the institution. Okay, guys, next thing which I want to tell you is that, learn about the institution. For example, about when you tell about your self introduction itself, you will get many couple of questions. But what I want to tell you personally is that, from your self intro itself, you'll be getting many 10 to 15 questions. But be whatever you're telling in your self intro, be very prepared and very well energetic and very efficient while you tell out the things, because there could be a chances where the interviewer could ask you any particular question from that perspective. That's the reason I tell many times, be yourself, then be very cautious whatever you're telling in self intro. And there's a format for it. Like, first you can tell out your name and you're from which place, it's I'm from Bangalore, or whichever place you are, and tell where have you completed this one, your 12th grade from. And next important thing, you can tell anything in specific. Okay, for example, about your qualifications, you can tell me about your extracurricular activities. And then conclude with beautiful things. Conclude with beautiful things. When I say that, your answer structure will be very proper, and you can tell that what is your ambition, what is your passion, and then you can basically literally end for it. Okay, see, guys, you have any doubts, you can just type up below. I'll be glad to clear out all your doubts. So this is how you need to prepare yourself, this is how you need to present yourself throughout the interview. Now next important thing which I want to tell you is that learn about the institution very well. Okay, whatever case it is, learn about the institution very well, because many students, after telling long time again and again, your introduction along with they can ask you about the campus. Okay, why do you want to take this particular course? They can ask you about what do you know about our institution. And guys, one famous popular question which they ask for the interview is that, see, okay, you said that, okay, the interview will be asking, okay fine, could you tell me about a particular instance? For example, have you read about our course curriculum, or have you read about a particular course? That time obviously, many students will tell yes, but when they tell yes, no, you will get many cross questions where they can ask you about, tell me what are the subjects which we teach in this particular program. So there you might be hacked. So it's very important, be very well prepared in that perspective. Okay guys, next is about your strength and weakness, that matters the most. When we say about strength and weakness, where many students make major mistakes is about strength tell to, weakness to, because after telling many times students are making the same mistake. So tell any two strength and two weakness, that will be I have symbiosis. Yes, I hope this is the first message. Yes, G10, right? So I have symbiosis PI soon. Help me out. Yes, sure, I'll be glad to help you out. Whatever doubts you have, just put it up below. I'll be glad to help you out. You can listen it out, this particular, what I'm just telling this live session. I think majority of the important concepts I'll cover it over here. So this is going to help you out. And along with that, I've just uploaded many videos over there, okay? So it's going to surely help you out. Just that's what I want to tell. So let me continue with the factors. So know about what course you're learning, what in specific about what kind of questions they are asking. For example, about what course you have been learning and what kind of questions, expected things can be coming. Just have a small glance of it. That is going to help you out. Next important thing is about, okay, course. Yes, for example, if you have been opted for, you continue, I'll wait. Okay, thank you. Yes, yes dear, thank you so much. Yes, okay, yeah, I'm actually clearing out, I think most of your concepts are also, I'm just covering up over here, so I hope it's going to help you out. So now next is about, for example, you've been opted for BBA, or for example, just imagine you've opted for BBA. You can get, they can ask the question about, they can ask you the importance of BBA in the near future. Like the importance of BBA, business administration in the near future. As COVID-19 has been impacted the majority sectors, for example, business economy, what is your view regarding it? And what are the solutions you would like to propagate to overcome it? Okay, these are the solutions. They can ask you about questions regarding that perspective. They can also ask questions regarding, for example, corporate. For example, you have been opted for corporate aspect. They can ask you about the importance of corporate law. For example, if you're a BBA law student, they can ask you about, and if you have opted for BBA LLB, you can get questions about the importance of corporate law, and you can at least know the important laws regarding to your particular course. That matters the most. Okay, important important laws regarding to your course, that is going to help you a lot throughout your interview. And then next is important is about what subject do we teach. Okay, this is a famous question, like as I said before, what subject do we teach you, and about what are the curriculums which we teach. So about the course and what are the subjects pertaining to it, you can get many kind of questions regarding it. Okay, many kind of questions regarding it. So it's very important, whatever you're preparing, be much strong, much prepared. And you guys have any doubts, just type out below, but I'm just telling out, be very much strong. How much of you are preparing, or just prepare in a very well way. And then yes, as said very before, it's like from local to vocal, whatever important news is happening around you, at least know the important hot topics. I'm not telling if you do not have time for it, please do not actually waste your time, or like at least know the important aspects about it. Just understand the introduction of all the important topics, that is going to help you a lot. That is surely going to help you out. Okay, I got a message. So I am selected for Hyderabad, please. What should I learn? Okay, Gopal Krishnan. Yes, dear. I have not selected to any college, but this is the main game. Okay, fine. I hope you have been selected. I'm selected for Hyderabad. Yes, this video is for you, da. So it's like I'll be covering up all the important. Just note down all the things whichever I'm telling it to you. So then, okay. Now for the next one till the day of your interview. For example, for some people the interview is going to start from tomorrow, but fine. For the people whose interview is going to start after 5 days, 4 days, and all, no, every day read Hindu editorial page, then only sleep, or else because freshly all the important news, you can get expected more kind of question from this particular domain. So it is very important for you guys to know about Hindu editorial page. At least just know the important topic. If you're not able to read, koi baat nahi, at least this Baiju analysis will be done, Hindu analysis, whichever you find it as good source, you can just go for it. Like I suggest Baiju's IAS, just type out in the YouTube, and just understand the editorial, at least for the next 1 week or the previous 1 week's important aspect, know very well for your interview. That is surely going to help you out with your performance. Yes, sure, I can help you out. Nandini, yes. Liberal arts, yes, fine. I want BCA, so what Yes, yes, guys. I'll just covering up everything one by one. So then, next question which they ask is about, for example, they can ask you more kind of questions regarding perspective about why when they tell why exactly this particular course and why have you opted for this particular campus. Just don't tell about the very good faculty members and just don't repeat the same thing. But what extra things what you can tell is that this college has a very good reputation and it has very good placements things. And you can also tell about the importance of what teaching methodology or provided by this particular campus. It also provides other factors, like for example about the cultural events, and you can also just narrate a small short story that will be connected between see, whenever you tell stories in an interview, see, this is a research technique I'm just telling to you. Whenever you're telling a story in an interview, that will actually connect to the interviews. For example, a teacher constantly when she's teaching, you will feel bored, but what matters, what connects between you and the teacher when that story is built, when you're able to connect a small story. So like from a very young age, like I was very motivated to become a lawyer. I like to judge in particular aspects and formulate solutions for it. I thought from a very young age I started taking a small decision of becoming a lawyer, and I felt that this would be the best profession in which I would be able to contribute to my society. So like regardless of this, for example, if it's for a law student, if it is for a business study, if a person who have been taken for BBA, for example, yes, Gopal Krishnan, I'll answer out question, okay, don't worry, I'll just complete of this particular concept of this, I'll just miss out the track. So in specific, I was just telling about anything, whatever I'm just telling you, be a bit more prepared with that. Now, be very confident for the day of your interview. Why? Because many of you have started preparing for your interview, but I just want to tell you in specific about what are the things you need to keep in the mind. Be very confident, very important. Be very confident. Just do some meditation, then only sit for the interview. First 15 minutes and 90 seconds of your interview matters the most. This is a research answer I'm telling it to you. First 15 seconds and 90 seconds of your interview matters the most, because at this stage, if you're actually centralizing yourself, if you're actually telling positive things to yourself, that today's interview I'm going to do my best, this is the best interview of my life, all the questions which was asked to this interview was very easy for me, I will be able to answer it. If you're keeping on if you are able to keep on telling, yes, Gautam, don't worry, this is actually for you, I'm telling it for you. So yeah, if you keep on telling this, if you keep on repeating and telling this particular thing, trust me, your interview process is going to be very, very energetic, and whatever you think, it's mostly those kind of bad questions only will be getting. So send that kind of signals in an interview, that will really, really, really matter for your interview. Got it? So guys, this is the important thing. Well dressed, be very well dressed. Boys wear very good formal dress, that it could be about a blazer or a tie. Go very decently, okay? Go very decently for your interview. Please be very well dressed. That will show how professional you are. Girls also, if possible, wear professional dress. Yes, that will matter the most. Okay. Next, guys, about thought process. Okay, your thought process is very important. See, for example, your presence of mind. Yes, guys, I will just read out all your comments. Don't worry, I will just read out all your comments and I will surely help you out. So before that, I'll just complete what I just want to tell, because some of your interviews are going to start tomorrow. That's the reason I just want to tell important thing. Be presence of your mind. That is very important. See, presence of mind is very important. This is very much lacking for the students. Okay, for example, I'll tell you a recent incident which also happened. Okay, that was very funny. When an interview, this was very common, that I've also heard, and plus I also have experienced this thing. For example, when the interviewer is taking interview for you, and then they are asking questions one by one, and for example, one question you're telling in specific that, sir, I do not know, and I, being the interviewer, I'll tell out the answer for you. So then what happens, you will go to the next questions, right? We will go to the next question, and when I come to the last question, I'll ask you, could you tell me what was the answer for this particular question which I said you? That time students will be blank. Oh my god, ye kya puch gaya? So again you have been asked the same question. That happens, the many students wouldn't be able to answer very efficiently. So very important, that presence of mind, very, 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 very important. Listen carefully. If that interview is telling any answer, that is also very important. And in an interview at last, when they ask the questions like, do you have any questions for me? At that time you can tell that, so could you kindly tell me about, as being a first year student at your particular college, could you this university, you can tell me what are the other important areas should I focus along with my academics. That question was also good. You can also ask about that. Okay, so you guys, this is the most important areas which you need to focus and then prepare. So now first, I think these are the major important focus areas which you need to focus. So now what I'll do, I'll pick out the questions and then I'll answer out all of your questions one by one. So I'll be answering to all of your questions, Okay, Siddharth is asking if, sir, if I don't have any notable achievements in co-curricular activities, if questions on that topic, or what should I say? See, first of all, if you do not have much co-curricular activities, please don't mention it out in your self-intro. Not that great. At least if you are able to mention at least at least one thing you might have been done, no? Even at least in your high school or somewhere, one important event you might have done, no? At least mention about that. And then next important thing is co-curricular things, co-curricular activities. If you're not able to, if you're an academic strong student, at least you can emphasis on that. If that is also not there, koi baat nahi. You can tell about extracurricular activities. Yes, I have also taken part in different things, but like, don't emphasize an extra. But if you are not very well prepared in that direction, do not take the interviewer's attention to that particular area. Just go in other areas. That's very important. You must learn that art of doing it. It's very important. Tell this to my students always. While taking their mock interviews and doubt clearing sessions, very frequently I just tell them. So it's very important. Direct yourself to the other particular areas. So now, very importantly, let me just go to the other questions which people have doubt. Here I have been selected for the process. Liberal arts, can you please help? Yes, liberal arts. Okay, fine. Yes. So guys, liberal arts. You have been taken this, right? Nandini, what I can tell you is that irrespective of which you have taken, no, be very well prepared with common interview-based questions, campus-based questions, course-related question. Your course-related, they can ask you about liberal arts. में जो भी course-related आपका subjects में main question they can ask you. Current affairs, natural, and from your hobbies and skills. This is the same pattern of question here and there. They can mix up and ask. So there's nothing much worried on it. Okay. So can you send me how to prepare CV? Can you give a sample? Gopal Krishnan, CV, okay, what you guys do, I'm correcting out all your CVs. Many students are sending out your CV. I can check it out. What you guys can do is that, Gopal, what you can do is that, fill out your CV, send me the photo in my Insta ID. I'll check it out immediately and let you know. It's very simple. I'll check it out, okay? Very quickly, I'll check it out and let you know if there are any mistakes. Okay. And for a person, how many minutes will be there? Mostly your interview time duration slot is going to be for 8 to 14 minutes. That's how it's going to work. But it totally depends on the interviewers, whether they want to increase it or whether they want to cut short in middle. It totally depends. And please don't indulge in any kind of malpractice and all for the interview. Do not know it, okay? Especially for the interview using Google and all, very easily will be able to catch up. So please don't use your phones or other factors. Do not use it, okay? Very quickly we can understand whether are you copying for your interview or not. Please don't do it, okay? If it's written and all, I could have been said something else, but for interview, very quickly interview can catch it, so just avoid it. Now let me go to the next question. Okay, Gautam, if your English is not that efficient, what you can do is that every day practice speaking English, every day. Do English speaking technique every day, practice it every day on a regular basis, Speak only English for the next, still the day of your interview, at least that is very important. Speak in front of the mirror of the English and record your voice and just talk to a stranger also, no problem, There are many customer care numbers like Google Pay, Paytm, and it's like many students just try this out, I'm just telling out of that experience. It's like many students, they just pick out the Google Pay or Paytm number, they just pick out the number, they just give a random call. Like that, they just try to improve their English, There are many techniques. Let's just keep on practicing it till the day of the interview. Keep speaking to the strangers, keep developing that quality of English until the day of the interview, Just speak only English, develop that quality and just tell yourself that I'm going to be best in English. Okay, I hope I will answer to your question. So guys, Prajwal, so I was yeah, okay. Yes, NMIMS college or other law colleges, or fine. Now come okay. This comparison I'll be just giving up later, so I'll be clearing it out. Don't worry. Okay. So please, I'm just answering to all of your questions. I'm just going one by one. Okay, from first I'm going. So don't worry if I'll answer to all your questions. So Gopal has asked me this question. Dear sir, I have taken commerce in 11th. So what type of questions I should prepare? Can you make the videos like 11th basics? Okay, I was about to do it, Actually, today is my main focus on that, but today I'll try making it. If not, I will, I'll tell it out now itself. Okay, but don't worry, I'll try making up a video today, but 11th and 12th, all the important basic fundamentals, concepts, jo bhi hai, go through it, okay? Because I'm providing manual for the students, especially for BBA and for law, and who have been opted for in terms of specialization, in terms of Yes, okay. Vibhanshu, wait, I will answer to your question, don't worry. I'm just going one by one from the first, okay, because everyone deserves a chance. So, yes, so 11th and 12th, I've already prepared a manual. You can get access to this manual. I'm just charging a small fees for it. Just go get the manual, all the important concepts I've just covered up, for example, in terms of current affairs, even in terms of like business related questions, economics related questions from 11th and 12th, what they can ask you. I've just prepared the manual. Many students are getting access. If you guys want, you can get beneficiary after it, then it'll be great. So then let me just go to the next question. Is there any of me getting? There would be chances, Vibhanshu, so just be positive. Okay, Gautam is asking, sir, what would be the duration of the interview? Yes, 8 to 14 minutes maximum. It depends on the total about the interviewers actually taste of interest. It depends on them too. So how we should present our weakness. Okay, Arunima Soni. Yes, Arunima, what you can tell is that your weakness, so it should be something in which they should you should tell a weakness and tell on how you're trying to overcome it. I'll give you an example. One weakness, okay, you can tell that I'm a very detail oriented person. I take much time to complete a particular project, but however I'm trying to overcome it by keeping a proper fixed timetable. Very simple. So this is easy, guys. I hope, Arunima, I hope this has said you. Tell out your problem, tell all the solutions on how you're trying to overcome it. This will make you unique among the other crowd members. Okay. So if you should stand out of the crowd, what matters the most is that you should be able to tell the solutions on how you're trying to overcome it. That will only be just making you whether you standing out of the crowd. Along with your score, interview, if you want to perform very well, you have to use some more story techniques. You have to use about how we're trying to, if any problems is given, how we need to overcome it. So all this will literally matters. uh, so please take my Vivanshu, I've answered to your doubt, so don't worry, dear. If I've just answered your doubt, Vivanshu, don't worry. Like your score, I scored. Is there any? Be positive. That's what I can tell you. That's it. So Nandini has asked me how to answer the question. Tell me about yourself, Nandini. First, my name, and then about name. Tell me about which place you're coming from. I've already said this. Just play this video a little more front. I just explained about that itself a lot. Name, place, and then qualification, what you're doing, 12th grade, where you complete your achievements, and then your hobbies, whatever it is, just that you can just speak out of it. How many students? How many students approximately short film? Okay, that I'm not sure. That even I wouldn't be able to tell you now. So it's like I'll update you guys if I get anything. Surely I'll be updating you. Are the Simbe people strict in interview? It depends. Rhythm. We cannot tell whether they are going to be strict or not. But what matters the most is you just give your best shot. Okay, don't worry whether interviews are going to be strict or what. Just you give your best shot. Nothing is going to be actually impossible for you. Just whether they are going to be strict or whether they're going to be cool, you do your presence with smiling face. If they're being very laughing happy face, it doesn't mean that you should sit and laugh over there. Maintain that balance of smileness throughout the interview. Okay, now next is about what they can ask in GK. I'm sure I will not be right. Yes, a GK. See, a GK also. If you want the content, just text me in my Insta ID. Okay, I think Pawan SS. You'll get. I'll give you the access to the GK materials. With like it's going to help you out, like important GK aspects and all, and which course you're related. Just let me know, because or else just know all the important hot topics. I've already answered this question in this video, so you guys can just play it up before. Okay, play a little more backward. You can clear out all your this one over there. So my interview is on 10th. Gautam has asked me, so what quality would be good enough if I practice daily? Every day, no important hot topics, whichever is happening around you, that's very important. Important hot topics around you, that is very important. Along with that, thoda recent important hot topics, very controversial issues, that it depends on whichever course you have taken. For example, if you have taken from law related, I can tell law related aspect. It depends on which course you have been exactly taken. Okay, dear. Next question is about so should I answer if they ask me? Okay, yeah, okay. If you have been opted for 11th and 12th science, and then for your present profession you have been opted for law or something regarding it, and what exactly to be said at that particular duration, See guys, at this duration, it's very important for you to be, you can tell us I would like to explore this new field, and I also feel that this was my major interest, but I just took science as a field to my as a small form of exploring, and I also later realized that my main interest is on this one, so that I started reading on this particular profession, and then I am sure that if I take up this profession, I'll be able to excel and do my level best. Okay. And what matters the most in your interview, your personality matters the most. They're checking mainly whether are you going to be consistent in the college throughout, whether like are you the right amount of student who we are supposed to select, and whether are you going to become the right asset to a particular college. So all this is basically checked, that's the main reason why this particular thing happens in your interview. So next is about so the next question is about so where can I get the manual? Okay, Gopal Krishna, you can just message me, okay? You can message me, you can mail me Pawan SS102 @ gmail.com, or you can text me on my Insta ID pawan.ss. I'll be able to clear out all your doubts. So where can I get the manual? Okay, fine. I'm the international student. It depends on how well you're performing your interview, okay, Shreya? That matters the most. So I got it. Divyansh, hi Divyansh, really happy that he was also one of my students who took my mock interview. Divyansh, you do your best, yeah, Divyansh and a few other students, yesterday who I took, they got a very good score, 55, 54 and some 49. I think, yes, Ashmit, yeah, many students, just came up for this one, especially for my mock interview. You guys did very well. I was really happy. Yeah, many students did okay. I'm just not telling out few, yeah, people who did very well. But yesterday I just was really happy, many students above your 55s, 50s, 40s, 45s above, and great 30s, 35s above. Okay, 35s above. Many people did very well, and few students were very special, very unique. I really loved their interview. Congratulations, guys! I have to just congratulate you in front of entire crowd over here. You did very well for your mock interview. I was really happy, because some students there was a huge learning, and for all those who are preparing, just give your best shot. Okay, it's like it's possible for you. Nothing is impossible. Just give your best shot. Everyone, all those who are preparing for your interview, it's like you guys can just ace it out. Okay. Okay, I think I've answered most of your question. So, okay, for your 11th and 12th related and current affairs and law related, okay. Okay, I've uploaded videos on it, Gopal. Just watch it. I've just watched it. I've just uploaded in my YouTube channel known as Pawan SS. I've just uploaded many important concepts about it. So about all the law related law, or it could be about Pawan SS. Just it's a separate YouTube channel. Yesterday, 25 minutes long video. I've just spoken about it. Just go watch it. You will find out all that you're looking for. What do we ask? What do we ask when they ask, do you have any question? Yes, Erika, I've already answered this question. When they're asking, you can tell about as being a first year student, what are the other important areas which I need to focus, or like I've already said this in the before video. Just play it up. Okay, quick, just go a little back. You can get the answer for it. Okay, guys. Okay, Erika, yes, I do. Erika, no, it's like if I do it for social service, you people won't attend this one. It's after that one, so it's like just to get a social initiative from both the side, that's the reason. Just give your best shot. But that's the reason, when that commitment comes only when you start paying. That's the reason. Like anywhere you go, that matters the most. Erika, yes, I actually even provide economics manual for the students. If you want, you can get even touch with me. I'll be glad to help you out for your economics related questions. So I even train for even economic aspect related aspects. So if you have any questions, just get in touch with me. I'll be glad to help you out. Yes, I think somebody just understand. I'm not sure about that particular site, but yes, somebody just texted other thing. Yes, okay, yes, you just text me in my Insta ID. I'll be glad to help you out. So yes, I think I've just answered to many of your questions, but I'm just doing busy. They will ask you, yes, my Insta ID is pawan.ss, Pawn pawan.ss, and my Gmail ID is pawanss102 @gmail.com. See guys, if could some of you put any, are you guys able to hear me? I hope, is my voice clear, or did you guys all sleep after just coming up live? Can you just put up a thumbs up, or just just text in the chat box that yes, you can hear my voice. So guys, yes, okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you, Shashwant. Okay, yeah, great. Thank you, Da. Thank you, Divyansh. Thank you, Erika. Thank you, Aman. Great, wonderful, amazing, guys. Amazing, amazing. Great, wonderful. Great, guys. If you have, I'll be coming up even tomorrow, so you can ask me all of your doubts. It's already time. I'm not willing to make you guys extend it, so I hope you guys got some kind of message on it. Thank you all. Thank you, Anushka, I've already answered that question. You can just go a little back of this particular video. So thank you, Anushka. Thank you, Erika. Thank you, Divyansh. Thank you, Vishwalakshmi. Thank you all. Thank you, Shashwan. Thank you all. And who are all its name who have just missed out. Thank you all for your support. Really grateful. If you have any doubt, just get in touch with me. I'll be glad to help you out. So guys, can you please help me sometime? Interview experience for symbiosis. Vishwalakshmi, just watch out my videos. It's going to be a lifesaver for you. Okay, fine. Ashta, thank you. So guys, just give your best shot. Do your level best. I will catch up. If you have any doubts, just get back to me. I'll be really glad to help you out. Thank you so much. If you do like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. We will catch up tomorrow. Until then, goodbye guys. Bye. Take care.